bestowed upon the poor. And Lazarus laid him down and down at Dives gate. Some eat, some drink, brother Lazarus, for Jesus Christ's sake. How thou art known of my brother's Lazarus, lying begging at my gate. No meat, no drink will I give to you, for Jesus Christ's sake. Then Dives sent his servants there to whip him where he lay, but they had no power to strike one stroke, and they flung their whips away. And Dives sent his snapping dogs to bite him where he lay, but they had no power to bite one bite, and they licked his sores away. Now it fell out on a dolly day. Rich Dives he sickened and died. There came three serpents out of hell, his soul therein to guide. And it fell out on a dolly day. Poor Lazarus he sickened and died. And there came three angels out of heaven, his soul therein to guide. At last death came and the poor man died, by angel bands attended. And straightway he flew to Abraham's side, and all his sorrows ended. And as the rich man sickened and he died, but all his dreadful station, with heaven and Lazarus both in view, he burned in eternal damnation. It comes from the idea that Christmas is not just about giving to your family, giving to your immediate circle, but it's also, it used to be, especially in Victorian times, the idea of giving to the poor and giving to people that were less fortunate than yourselves. And I think that that idea is not quite so popular at the moment, possibly because of the recession. You save up for your Xbox and then you perhaps don't have anything left. But yes, it's one of those sort of Victorian morality tales whereby you don't, you know, if you don't give to the poor, you end up horribly eaten by serpents and dragged down to hell and buried at a 45-degree angle so that you can see Lazarus having a great time, kind of like Jimmy Savile buried at a 45-degree angle so you can see the sea. So, you know, not as nice.
Why did you choose to sing it?
Mostly because it's miserable. I like a bit of blood and guts at Christmas, as I like a bit of blood and guts at most times.
And where did you learn it from?
I learned it from my dad.
So there's a lot of versions. Your mum and your dad have both sung it, I think, haven't they?
I think so, yeah, yes. I sort of had a bit of a trawl through Child earlier on and picked out some tasty bits, and but yeah, it's basically the version. It's basically the version that my dad knows, with a few little choice bits added at the end.
What are you most looking forward to this Christmas?
Dinner. generally the dinner, and I'm looking forward to getting my children and giving them their presents and that kind of thing. It's Izzy's first Christmas, and it's Florence's first Christmas when she's really been aware of it. You know, last year she just kind of woke up at Christmas and got given loads of presents and went, oh, presents, great. But this year she knows about Father Christmas as well. I think a grandma somewhere might have told her about Father Christmas, so I thought, oh, here we are. We're in trouble now.
And what would you like to find in your stocking on Christmas morning?
Oh, let me think. You know, apart from various fellas and
What's the best present that you've given and the best that you've ever received?
The best present I ever got at Christmas was my daughter Florence. She was born on Christmas Eve. And that sounds awfully twee, but it's true. And if it hadn't have been for her being born at that Christmas, it would have been pretty rubbish, because I was in hospital, and Christmas dinner in hospital is not that good. I got one of those little miniature bottles of rosé wine though, which was quite good, mixed with the morphine, really kind of helped. The best Christmas gift I've ever given, I don't know, when I first turned professional, one of the things about turning professional really young is that you don't have any dependents, you know, and you suddenly have lots and lots of money and you don't really know what to do with it, which didn't last very long, I might add. But I did buy my mum a television when I was 19, and I was very proud of that. I bought her a big TV, and it had a mood light, and I was very excited about the fact that it had a mood light, although it did just turn out to be a blue screen. Just a blue screen. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't have left that on. It's not really a mood light.
Do you have any particular family traditions?
We have a couple of things. We have a mistletoe bough, which is sort of it's basically two hoops, one that way and one that way, with a witch's ball in the middle of it, and it's all decorated with mistletoe hangs at the bottom, and then it's decorated with baubles and oranges, bits of stuff. You know, you decorate it differently every year, kind of thing. And that's our good luck thing in the house. We have that. We're also pretty much banned turkey. We don't have turkey because we like to eat big fat birds. So we eat big fat birds. We have duck and goose at Christmas, which is always very nice. I think apart from that, everything else is pretty much standard. Avoiding the Queen's speech, falling asleep after dinner, that kind of thing. Champagne when you're making breakfast in the morning.
I'll have to start.
Actually, there is one. Yeah, we always have curry on Christmas Eve as well. That's a family tradition. Curry or bolognese. And I wonder actually, because bolognese was my dad's specialty, and I wonder if that's because Mum's knackered from making all the rest of the stuff, that Dad got to make the bolognese on Christmas Eve, or go and get the curry because he wasn't going to cook. I don't know. I'm going to have to ask him about that.